noticed of him? A man who speaks out against injustice. We in 2011, the first example we take of him, how many of us speak out against injustice, be the injustice against Muslims or non-Muslims? Our Prophet didn't look at that man and say, well, that man is not a Muslim, so I'm not going to speak up for his right. Whenever we see any oppression anywhere in the world, we must speak out against that oppression. Because our Prophet from his young age taught us this. This is number one. Number two, not only at the age of 20 did he achieve this, later on he achieved two attributes which the Arabs would honor him for. They gave him the title As-Sadiq and Al-Amin, the truthful and the trustworthy. Notice that the Arabs didn't know he was a prophet, nor did they receive any book from him, but they were concerned with his ethics as a human being. You know, when the Kaaba was affected by a flood, the Kaaba was damaged. They needed to put back Hajar al-Aswad. You know the black stone in the Kaaba? They needed to put back Hajar al-Aswad into the Kaaba. The Arabs had a fight with each other, and you know, unfortunately some of these Arabs were fighting a bit too easily. The Arabs had a fight with each other, and amongst the fights that they had was this one: who puts Hajar al-Aswad back in its position? One tribe said we should put it back, another says we should put it back, a third says we should put it back, a fourth says we. They said, okay, let's do this. The man who walks in next into this meeting, he will be the one who chooses which tribe puts it back. As soon as he walked in, they didn't say Muhammad has walked in. They said As-Sadiq Al-Amin has walked in. The focus wasn't on the name. The focus was on the morals of the man. Today in Islam, there is too much focus on names and not morals. When he began his mission, before he began, you can't just come out in front of people and say, people, I am a prophet, follow me. No. You need to have attributes where for 40 years no one can find a black dot on you. A human being has a funny way about themselves. Do you know what we do as humans? If you give us a white piece of paper and there's a black dot in the middle, and you ask us, what's on that paper? We'll say a black dot. None of us will focus on the white, will we? We love to focus on the dot. Even if there is so much white about someone's character, all we can remember is the black dot. Whereas the Prophet did not allow them to point at one black dot. Sadiq, Amin. When he therefore came to announce his prophethood, he came to them and used this. He said, did you not call me As-Sadiq? Did you not call me Al-Amin? When Hajar al-Aswad was to be placed, was I not the one who said, oh, four tribes, why do you fight each other? One of you holds one part of the cloth, another holds the second, a third holds the third, a fourth holds the fourth. Carry Hajar al-Aswad, all four of you, and I'll pick it up from you and I'll place it. When he announced his prophethood at the age of 40, the question arises, what was the aim of his prophethood? The aim was nothing more but allowing mankind to meditate and reflect on their existence, in order that after meditation and reflection, mankind not only had respect for themselves, but they had respect for other creations of God as well. That's it. We made our Prophet's religion complicated, whereas his mission from the beginning was a mission which was simple. Arabians were in Jahiliyyah. If any society is stagnant, it means it's a society which doesn't reflect. And when the human doesn't reflect, then he is the cause of a virus in his society. When the Prophet began his mission, did he begin by saying, all of you pray namaz right now? Did he say, all of you, Shahr Ramadan, fast, fast? All of you, keep a bed. All of you wear hijab. He began first by saying, mankind, reflect on your existence. Have an hour of reflection, it's greater than 70 years of dry worship. Today's Islam is too dogmatic. It is too focused on halal, haram, halal, haram, halal, haram, wajib, makruh, halal, haram. You're looking at them and you say, this is what Muhammad bought? No. The Prophet began his mission, and the first part of the mission was what? A true human is one who is reflecting on their role in this world. The moment they reflect, everything else will fall into place. Today's Muslims, we focus on the jigsaw pieces, we've forgotten the puzzle.